What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do some Jetta mods. I've got a Civic lip to put on it, Corolla side skirts, a hatchback spoiler that's not meant for the wagon, but we're gonna get to those. But first off, I'd like to say we've hit 200 subscribers, which I'm very excited about. Back in January we hit 100, 3 months later 200. Hopefully we keep going up from there. But with that, let's get to putting a lip on the Jetta since it looks kind of bunk right now. So as I'm sure you all seen, I don't have a lower valance on the Jetta. It looks pretty weak right now. And the problem is everybody with a Volkswagen does like the main three, you know, the VR6, the 20th anniversary, and GTI. Well, it just so happens that the 01 through 03 Civic sedan front lip is about the right size to fit on here. So we've got ourselves, if we come in here, a 01 to 03 Mugen style lip. So we're going to notch out a couple spots on here to go into the clipped holes up there, maybe run a couple screws through, cut off whatever else is not needed on the end, and hopefully have this all looking good. I've done it once before. I enjoy the look of it, so here's round two on the fourth one that I've owned. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the bumper off. I'm not going to pull the grill fully out, but if you pull up on the corners, it kind of loosens it. If you've got really nice paint, take it off properly, which requires just taking the pull. But you need your, what is this, T27. We got our bumper off. Ideally, yours will probably have more bolts to it, but I don't. So my plan here is, you saw me take the dimension from here to the back, add the little bit because where this curves back on this one, which isn't going to help out here, but we'll get to that. We're going to actually just cut this straight off and land it on the back, and I'm just going to run a screw, probably in the middle, a couple up through the bottom. You can probably see the holes. Somebody had already put one on here at some point, so we're going to cut this along here and fit it up. So to show what I was doing, probably from this side's easier, I cut it back just enough where this angled edge sits essentially flush with here. So it has a little, it comes up, kicks over and goes to this, which just of preference, you could cut it back so this is more level with that, whatever you guys prefer. But so far, you know, the basic look. We're gonna keep messing with it and get it stuck on here. Just want to make sure that you have, you know, your cutouts even side to side so it doesn't look off. And what you need is a box of hardware. I just have some basic screws. I use them a lot for the body work, even on the car, on the E36 there, so they work great. They're small. And it's a lip, it doesn't really need to be held on by anything super fancy. Now, if we take this, come to this side, you can clearly see we have a rather large gap over here. This will come around, so that's not a problem, but we have a rather large gap. We're going to use a little bit of heating and bring this around a bit more. The nice part about polyurethane lips, they'll conform to whatever you want them to conform to, so we're going to bring that around just a little bit. Hopefully use a self-tapper somewhere in here to hold it to not want to fly out, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I just copied what I did on the other side. You saw, here, I'll come to the more lit side. We were heating this up so that we could make it kind of match the same curve as the bumper, which it does pretty well. I mean, there's still a little gap here. I could probably go a little bit more with the heat. I reluctantly had to do a zip tie in the corner. There's no good way to mount this up. I guess if I got an L bracket from underneath and grabbed here, probably would work too, which I might change it to. Sadly, I only have red zip ties right now, so it's going to stand out like a sore thumb, but this is what we're looking at so far. All done up. You can see this side heated and brought around as well. Like I said, a little bit of a gap over here, purely, you know, it's not made for this car, but something different than what you normally see on the Mk4s. So let's get it mounted back up to the car and see how it looks. So here's what it installed. Looks really good. As you can see, with the edge of the bumper, the side of the lip comes down with the same shape, which makes it look that much more better, more OEM looking. Same with it following the edge there. Just a different look. You don't see Volkswagen guys using Honda stuff. I mean, I'm a Honda kid at heart, but it absolutely fixes the look of having no lip on it. And I mean, with those BBSs too, look at that thing. Okay, to go with our Mugen lip, which is Honda, we're going to put some Toyota Corolla S skirts from, I believe it's 2000 to 2002 Corolla S. They're just painted black. We had to move a handful of the clips down because we trimmed off the edge, as this was like 3/4 of an inch thick around here. So we trimmed it back, moved these in. I got a bunch of new clips. We're gonna set this up on the car, bang in a bunch of holes through the rocker panel, and mount this up. Same with the ones down here. We'll bang some up through the bottom of the rocker and get this mounted to the side of the car, because as bad as it looks with all the rust, I do think it'll look better with a just a small side skirt, something a little different than the normal Volkswagen ones. So we'll get set up and start banging some holes along that edge, since there's nothing there. And to start off, we're gonna measure from the top to the middle. We're gonna run a line down the side of the skirt or the rocker and bang all these holes in. But first we're gonna get the up and down line, and then I'll put the skirt up to the car and get the front to back line where the holes sit. So we got our line down there, front to back. I'm not too worried because it'll be hidden by the skirt. Now we're gonna put that up and draw our downward lines, and then get the clips out and start banging holes through this. So now we got all the holes drilled. We're gonna get this in place and fit it to the bottom. So I'll set you guys up and get this all clipped in, hopefully. Okay, so now we have it fully installed. Hopefully it gets easier to see. It's not a huge difference, but a little bit to add some flair with the fact that we have that Mugen lip up front. Definitely helps to even it out. Kind of goes with the back one being blacked out, so it's got a whole black lip kit underneath there. A little from the back, it's got a nice stance now. Gotta make the daily look somewhat presentable once in a while. I was gonna do our mid spoiler up there, but it's a lot more work than I kind of have time for today. Sadly, it's already starting to get late, so this is kind of where I'm gonna leave this at. So I'm gonna end it here. I gotta get the other skirt on, obviously, as I've only got one on at this point. But like I said earlier, thank you again to the 200 and some of you who subscribed. Hopefully we keep going from here. I'm very excited with it. If you saw my post, I'm looking at making some stickers. I already have the one on the back of the Jetta there, the over in the corner of the E36. It's kind of the end picture of all my videos here, so hopefully you guys like it. I'm thinking about dropping them, selling them for a couple bucks a piece to help kind of fund getting the E36 and the Jetta going, and I need a gimbal because this kind of gets hard to do one-handed all the time and not great. But I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, as soon we're going to be back on this. Got to get in the air, finish all the driver's side problems, and some more mods to that Jetta, because I kind of like it as the daily and it's real fun to use. So good night everybody, and hopefully you stick around for the next one.